S. Chan presents Educational Video Lectures. Difficult concepts made easy. Study anywhere, anytime.
You are a wonderful professional, a very good employee who works well, who listens well, who does all the work on time, and who is empathetic, who is a team worker and very good player. If you have all the qualities, you are a good employer. But if you do not know how to record your work, you are failing somewhere. If you do not know how to prepare reports well, you are failing somewhere. So it is important to give due credits to your writing skills also.
If you want to study this topic in detail, refer to these books from Vikas Publishing House. Link is provided in the description box.
Hi, I am Dr. Divyabha. So I would be covering the main point of writing skills which comes when you are actually into a professional word, that is report writing. If we think report writing is just the formal report writing which comes in 20 and 30 pages, no, that is not that. Communication, written communication talks about a lot of things which come under report writing. Report writing plays its own important role in your professional life. If we talk about what is the definition of report writing and what is report writing, it is actually a formal communication what you are giving from your side to your readers. You are the author of your report, so the purpose is quite clear. It has a specific purpose. And it includes the description, the procedure, which is followed by discussion, which is followed by your conclusion and recommendation based on it. So all the things need to be written very specifically, very clearly in your report. Why, being a professional, why should we know how to write a report? Is it so important to know how to write a report? Yes, it is. If you are a professional, you should know how much time of your work environment you are actually spending on writing reports. Writing report doesn't mean only one report. A lot of things come under this. First thing, all working professionals spend a great deal of time in writing technical reports. They need to write a lot of details, a lot of things, a lot of procedures have to be written through them. So when you are writing all these things, technical report is the offshoot of scientific mind. I need to prepare my report well. I need to prepare my thoughts well. Then only I can write this report. So technical writing is actually, it is used to convey information on business related aspects, on technical aspects. We need to write report. It is not very, very important aspect. We are writing reports for very own purposes. It has its own importance and purposes are there. The best purpose of writing report and submitting the report is the decision making based on it. But again, are we writing our reports because we need to create some entertainment? No, we cannot. So technical and business reports are not written for these three purposes at all. First purpose is we are not writing reports to entertain people. We are not writing reports to create any kind of suspense because report is based on the act which has already happened. Now you are writing the report which has already happened. There is no scope for others to find out what is the suspense and they need to know what exactly happened in the next set of action, because this is report writing. This is a formal communication from your side to your readers. You are not inviting any different interpretations of what you have already written. So it has to be written in such specific language, such simple language that everybody could relate to it, everybody can understand it well. Now, what is the importance of writing this? The main purpose, the basic purpose is that report writing, and who we are writing this report, who is taking action on these reports. So generally reports are written for the upper management. And why they are asking for reports? They are asking all the detailed information about the done work, and now it is easier for them to take decisions on it. So these are interlinked, and this is how project engineers do prepare a report and write it, and they give information on it. The importance of writing, if we think why are we writing a report, what is the reason of writing a report, What are the things which are actually involved in writing a report? So many of you must spend 1/3 or 1/2 of the time in writing only technical things, if not report. What are those things? One is proposal. You need to prepare something. Either they are solicited proposals or unsolicited proposals. You are thinking about preparing something. You think that this is the problem, I need to give a solution. That is unsolicited proposal. Nobody has asked you to prepare it, but it is out of your mind which comes and you want to prepare a proposal on which you want to work, and after the work is done, you write a report on it. So this proposal you are writing, and solicited proposal, maybe government organizations or maybe somebody who has seen the problem and asking you or inviting the quotations for this particular aspect, there you are writing a proposal which is solicited proposal. You are writing all the time. People are preparing proposals, writing, submitting, getting approved or not approved. That is a different thing. Regulations, you are talking about rules, regulations, manuals, you're talking about procedures of the work, machines, and all the ideas which are happening on all the procedures of the company. You are talking about it, everything has to be given. Machine manuals, very, very important aspect. In manufacturing industry, you will see all the machines have its own manual. Why to see in manufacturing industry, even if you take a mobile phone, if you buy very, very minimal thing in your family, in household, then you will see one manual comes with that. So what is the procedure which works on it? So all these things are given, and what is the procedure I need to follow? All these things are given. That also has to be written by somebody. Somebody must be writing it. So that comes under procedures. Request. I am requesting for some space to work. I am requesting for some equipments to work, some research equipments if I am asking for. All the requests, even smaller requests that I need a vending machine in my office, that is also a request. I need some technical staff in my office. So all the requests I am preparing, I am busy in writing technical things. Here, if technical reports, very, very important aspect, and we are talking about this right now, that also if we are writing, it also comes under technical writing. Progress reports are routine reports after or periodical reports. Like I'm given a chance to prepare a flyover somewhere in the city. I am preparing it. It's not that the task has been given to me, that has been allotted. Now it is up to me, when do I finish it, how do I finish it? It's not the thing. So whenever I'm preparing a proposal for that particular thing, when I'm preparing a proposal, I'm writing the exact timeline when I'm supposed to submit it. Maybe 1 year's time or 2 years' time has been given to me. So fine, that's okay. If 2 years are with me, I'll prepare my entire project. I'll complete my project and give it to you. But it's not that they will not ask anything in between. They would ask after the intervals, like after 2 months, what is the, in intervals also you need to give your progress. After 2 months, I'll tell this much was supposed to be done and I have completed this much. Maybe you are ahead or behind, all the things you need to give. If some problems are there, you need to mention there. That is called progress report. After every interval you are giving, especially for longer projects, you need to give progress reports. Emails, very common thing for requests, for permissions, for anything, even for information you are writing emails. That is also important. Memorandums, you are sharing memorandums with your, in your company, in your organization, that also is counted here. So it is all the report writing, it is all the technical writing where generally the employees are involved. And this is the importance of it. When we are talking about 1/3 and 1/2 of your work is done, actually it is engaged in these things. That means we are talking about how important this aspect is. What else you do apart from this? You do, after making a proposal, you are working. After making the regulation, you are working on it. So these are the parameters on which you are working all the time in your organizations. So till now, we have covered the importance of technical writing. What is technical writing? Where actually employees are involved in writing. What exactly are they writing? In the next part, we will talk about how to master the report writing skills.
Now quality learning is easily available at your doorstep. S. Chand Academy brings detailed lectures based on UGC curriculum as per the New Education Policy 2020. So do not forget to subscribe to the S. Chand Academy and access the wide world of knowledge conveniently sitting within the comfort of your home. Stay connected and keep watching S. Chand Academy. Happy learning!
Welcome back to the S. Chand Academy. In the last lecture, we have covered what is the importance of technical writing, where employees are involved in writing technical things and what are the importance of it and what are the parameters where these people are writing and they are involved in. Now, in this lecture, we will be talking about how to master the report writing skills. Here is a concise guide to write effectively, especially the report writing. What are the things which we need to understand while writing these reports, and what are the things which actually people are looking for in the report? So first thing comes, that is the understand the purpose. If we know the purpose of writing this report, half of the job is done, because if we are aware of the purpose of the report, objective of the report, we'll be able to cover most of the things in our report. So, before starting, it is clearly defined the purpose and intended audience of the report. Purpose we need to mention. We need to mention who are going to read our reports, and whether it is to inform, analyze, recommend. Sometimes we need to persuade also, and understand the purpose guide of the content and the information and its structure. So, it is important to understand the purpose, the objective of writing the report. Then only we can focus on the exact report writing. Structure matters. If we say that yes, structure of any writing, especially technical writing, matters, here also structure matters. If you are not structuring your report properly, your report is not in a proper format, and you are losing on some of the important contents of it, that means the report is incomplete. So just if we talk about structure matters, standard report structure includes all these important points, which are 9 points. You don't have to mention all the important points in it, but yes, these are the important points. But first thing, we can start with the title page. What is the title page? How to frame the title page? In the title page, your name of the report should come. If number is there in the organization, please do mention what is the number of the report, and what is the title of the report, who has prepared it, whom you are submitting, and what is the date of submission of the report. Only these 4 points are important. Please prepare your title page well. Table of content, titles need to be given. With the title, you must mention what is the page number and where we can find this information on that particular page. That has to be mentioned. After that, an abstract of the summary has to be given. The entire report, whatever you have written, you must give a crux of it. If somebody do not have time to read the entire report, maybe of 20 or 25 pages, at least from the summary, they'll get to know what exactly you have written in the report, whether it is fruitful for me or not. And if it is of use, then also they can find out what exactly the information I'm getting out of it. Second thing, generally, how do we consider it? Generally, we consider these things as a part of front matter. So this is the front matter what we are going to use. Now all the reports are generally divided into 3 parts. So this is the front matter and this is the main body of the report. First thing, introduce your topic, then main body of the report, which is consisting of 2 important elements, that is, one is discussion plus findings. Then second thing comes, that is conclusion of the report, then recommendation, and this is the back matter of the report, which is references and appendices. So this is the back matter of the report where references and bibliography is given and appendices given. So just keep in mind, when we are talking about the standard structure of the report, only 9 pointers are there and you need to mention your report only in these 9 pointers. Next thing comes when we talk about it, clarity and conciseness. Nobody has time to read your 50 pages, 100 pages report. It has to be brief. Brevity is the soul of writing. If you are writing in brief and to the point, conciseness and clarity, there should not be any repetition in your report. There should not be anything which is illogical in your report. There should not be anything where using repeated sentences or repeated information. You should always avoid it and know who is your audience and what exactly they want. From their need, do prepare your report. Next thing comes, that is the logical flow, whether it is going in your report or not. First thing, that present information in a logical sequence. What happens first, then second, then third, then fourth. If the sequence has to be followed, and if you are following the sequence, it goes naturally. People will understand what you want to say next, and they will be able to translate it. They'll be able to understand it in a proper manner. Next thing comes, if there is any data related to your presentation, if you're presenting some data, it is important, use either tables or graphs or charts to present it rather than only writing in words. Always try and use these techniques, which gives the visual impact to your readers, and it is easy to comprehend also. So always try to give data presentation in a specific manner rather than only writing it. And very important aspect, that tables are given, graphs are given, but they are not labeled properly, or maybe they are very small to understand. So it is always better properly label them, and it has to be written in such a manner, it has to be given in such a manner that it is easily comprehensible. Next thing, avoid clutters. There should not be any cluttering on too much detail in one particular paragraph, too much details in one report. Please do not mention it. Try and use other paragraphs, try and use other components, or maybe some different chapters for this. So it is important, do not clutter one particular topic with a lot of information. Citation and referencing for external usage, external sources, it is important to use it. Give proper citation, give proper references, give proper bibliography in your reports. If you are mentioning all the things in a proper manner, that means authentication comes in your writing rather than only copying it from somewhere and then submitting where it has to be submitted. When we talk about the formats to be used for citation, for references, APA format has to be used. Again, the latest format you should use, and MLA is one, and Chicago. These three formats are standard formats, but do use the latest ones for this. Proofreading and editing, I can write anything, but I'm not editing it, I'm not proofreading it, I'm not rereading it. That means certain things which are not appropriate are going, maybe repeated words are going, sometimes incorrect English, incorrect language is being presented, which gives very negative impact of your personality to others. So it is always better, check it for grammar, check it for spellings, and always try and format if there are any errors. Please try and avoid all the errors, all kinds of errors, especially language errors and errors related to data. So it should not happen. You try and proofread it, edit it. If you cannot do that, please ask somebody else to do it, because many times it happens that if I am writing something, I am reading something, these are my details and I always find it proper, but others can find it, what are the errors in it. They can do it well. Adapt to audience. There is a possibility your audience are not understanding the kind of language you are using. What is important in communication? It is always one is the sender, the other one is the receiver of the information. You are sending your information properly, but the receiver is not receiving properly. That means there is a gap between that. So you need to bridge that gap and try and talk in that language where audience are sitting and what they are understanding. Review and feedback before finalizing your report. Always try to ask for the feedback from people who have read it already, or maybe you can review it. There is a possibility you have written your report maybe 2 months back, 3 months back, and on recent data. So recent data is missing, but you are talking about the recent data is being presented in your reports. So always try and see and review it till date that this much data is completed. After that, maybe there are changes, but you cannot write it again and again. So remember, effective report requires practice, and they are more, the more you write, the better you will become conveying the complex information in a simpler language. It is always important to be and to seek what exactly your readers are asking for. So this is the end of this particular lecture, and in the lecture we have covered how to write a report, what are the things we need to keep in mind while preparing a report, what is technical writing, where employees are engaged in all the time, especially 1/3 or half of their time. So is it related to technical things or not? If it is, then structure and format is very important. Thank you.
If you want to study these topics in detail, refer to these books from Vikas Publishing House. Link is provided in the description box. If you found our video interesting, please like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon.
All rights reserved. This video has been prepared for educational purposes only. No part of it may be reproduced or copied without the permission of the copyright holder.